Hey there, angry faithful. I just wanted to drop in, bend your ear a little bit, get your attention. So if you're not listening, drop what you're doing and pay attention to me because I'm here to inform you that not only can you get your daily, maybe if you're binging it, I'm not sure, that's entirely up to you, but you can multiply your doses of angry me fuckery by paying attention to all of the platforms upon which you can find either the dulcet tones of my voice and David's voice or my pretty face and David's not so pretty face. Anyways, digressing, we are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, we're on Rumble, we're on Google, Apple Podcast. We have a TikTok page. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and of course Facebook. So if you find yourself fuckery deprived, curl up with a nice hot mug of shut the fuck up and just listen. Open those ear holes and be prepared to be cream pied like it's the first time. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to Psychos and Sociopaths. Today on this show, I have a guest with me because he actually knows the killer. It's kind of, and your name is?
Agunbiade,
The reason why
aka Tech Daddy.
The reason why I didn't say it for myself is because I know I would butcher it like a butcher. I had it. I literally had it doing speak a spell on my laptop, and I was like, I forgot how to pronounce his name again.
Man, I'd love to hear what that sounds like.
Hold on.
Cedric Marks.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my name.
No. Oh, I can pull your name. Hold on. But we're gonna do one on Cedric Marks. He killed 4 people. He wasn't convicted of the one in Michigan or the mother yet, but they got him on a couple of 2 of them. I'm gonna do your speak and spell your name.
Tolutomi Agunbiade.
They fucked it all up.
Well, it's Apple and Speak and Spay, man. It would actually, if Stephen Hawking was still alive, that's what probably would it sound like doing your name. I think they use the same stuff. Now, on this one, what I'm gonna do on this one, and I should have give you a little bit of headways, but you know, I fuck up. But anyways, I'm gonna go over what the police have right now because they're still in the process of doing the court stuff.
Yeah.
I really do need my coffee. I'm like.
I mean, do you want me to tell the story, or are you gonna tell the story, or?
You can tell. Go ahead and tell the story, and I'll go over stuff that I found out too.
Word.
Because the trial, it was still remained to set on June 13th, and it never happened. Yeah. So we're still going in on all the stuff on this. I have like 3. I mean, look at right here. I got like 3 places that have the trial stuff. But let me see. Yeah, now it's set for October 4th, 2022. And there's parts of the case that you didn't know fully about, but we got most of the information on this case anyways. But go ahead and what you know about it.
And I mean, I read about this case like, I don't know, 3 years ago or whenever it first, when like maybe months after it happened is when I found out about it. But so yeah, basically I was friends with a serial killer. So I met this guy Cedric Marks at some cage fights in Lawton.
Okay.
The Coliseum, and we became friends on Facebook. He would tag me and shit. We'd message each other. Anyway, man, I hadn't heard about this dude in I hadn't heard from him in for like a year. And then I see he's on the news. Um, he had killed his ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend.
Yeah, Jenny Scott, and I'm gonna have to do a speak and spell on this one too, because I got Swearingen, Michael Swearingen. Those are the two victims that he's being charged for right now. But go ahead.
Yeah, so he took them from somewhere, I don't know, his house, her house. They went to some location. I think it was actually one of their houses that he ended up at. And so he strangled the boyfriend or her boyfriend, and her autopsy came up as what was it? It was what am I trying to think? What am I trying to say?
I'm looking at the same time, and they don't have any kind of information.
Yeah, what I read, it was blunt force trauma.
I know the strangulation, but nothing on.
Yeah, basically, what I read, like he beat her to death. So, from what I read, he got them to that apartment. Like I think he like kidnapped them. Like he used a gun or something, got him there, and then decided to use his bare hands to kill them. He had the mother of his child. Well, she was pregnant with his child. His girlfriend at the moment was with them, and so according to her testimony, she took the boyfriend. He took the boyfriend into a room, and there was like she heard a struggle, and then it was silent. So he strangled that guy, and then he called his ex into the room, and then beat her to death, and then he drove the dead bodies like 8 hours from I think it was Killeen, Texas, to somewhere in Oklahoma. Burned the bodies and buried them in a shallow grave. And they were, I think it was 11 days later. They were suspects because there was always drama between him and the ex, and I think the ex, she got a restraining order or something like that.
Mike got the restraining order. I know that much.
Or she was trying to. I think they denied her.
She was
restraining.
trying to, and Marks ended up, or not Marks, but Michael ended up actually getting the restraining order.
The boyfriend?
The boyfriend, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, they were suspects, and the girl, I guess they drove. She was complicit in this. She was there, and she broke first when they were questioning her. She told them everything that happened. They got arrested.
Maya Maxwell. That's the girlfriend. That's the current girlfriend that's in jail right now.
That's in jail. Okay.
Yeah.
So she broke. She told them what was up, and they arrested both of them. When they were in the police convoy, when they were taking Cedric, to jail, he escaped, and there was like a 9-hour manhunt. Like this could be a whole damn movie right here.
It can, because I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
He has phone harassment in Seattle, Washington, criminal assault in Tacoma, Washington, federal warrants in Kent County, Michigan, assault and battery with dangerous weapon in Tulsa, Oklahoma, robbery with a firearm, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's where he took him. I think he had he took him to Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's where
robbery attempt with dangerous weapon, Tulsa, Oklahoma, robbery with firearm, Tulsa, Oklahoma, attempted escape, Tulsa. That because he actually escaped in Tulsa, Oklahoma when he got arrested.
Yeah, I think that's where they were taking him to jail.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there was a 9-hour manhunt. They caught him. So, that's two people. And then he is the suspect in a missing persons case. The mother of his kids went missing right before a custody hearing.
And I think...
So, then there was some guy that was going to testify against him. That
April
went missing
Faze.
as well.
That was his April Please, I think it is.
What's the name of the dude that the other guy?
Hold on real quick.
And I can
Hayes.
vaguely
Hayes.
remember him talking about the guy on Facebook. That
Uh,
some dude was gonna testify against him or some shit. And I
Yeah,
think
he
that's the guy
when
that got,
when
went
Marks
missing.
was being transported from Michigan, because he was originally arrested in Michigan, transported from Michigan to Texas. He escaped police custody and leads sheriff's deputies for a 9-hour manhunt before he began finding and hidden in the trash. Uh, Michigan Marks was arrested alongside was his. Why is it? In Michigan, Marks was arrested alongside his girlfriend Maya Maxwell. Maxwell was given birth, was giving birth to Marks's child while in jail. Has also been charged in relation to killing Scott and Swearinger.
And I think they were hiding out at Cedric's wife's house. So this dude, he had an ex-girlfriend, he had a baby mama, and he had a wife. And don't know what the wife's name was, but like I think she might have been charged with harboring fugitives or something.
No,
like
that's that Maya Maxwell.
Maya Maxwell. Is she blonde?
No, she's brunette.
Oh
Hold
well,
on, I got a
there's
picture.
a wife as well. I don't know if you found but yeah, he has a wife that they were
Okay,
they
this
were
is the
hiding
one-
at her house
this
for a
is-
minute.
This is Scott's, Janine Scott's, and that's Michael Swearinger, and this is the Maya Maxwell.
Yeah, that's Maya Maxwell.
Yeah.
But then there's another woman that's his wife.
That I didn't get a picture of.
Yeah.
I just that's
She
the
might
April,
not. They might not really talk about her in the news, but like.
This is the only one I got. It was in addition to being charged with murders of Scott and Swearinger, Marks is also charged with the murder of April Pease, a former girlfriend who went missing from a woman's shelter in Bloomington, Michigan. Sorry, folks. After contentious custody battle with Marks. I think that's the one, the person that you're actually thinking of.
No. He has a wife.
He has a wife?
He has a wife. He has an ex-girlfriend, a baby mama, and a wife.
God, he's just racking up the...
But like they were him and the girl that was pregnant. They like stayed at the wife's house for a minute, and I don't know if you'll find that in there.
She pleaded guilty for her role.
Oh, that's her. Yeah, that's her
Yeah.
right there. What's her name?
I am looking right now. No,
But
that
yeah,
was
this is
that was Maya Marks.
Okay, Maya Marks. Yeah,
Yeah, that's I
But-
guess that's his wife.
yeah.
But looking at the photos and everything, he looks like a beast.
Yeah, man, he's a fucking killer, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's not none of the evidence on this case so far. And like I said, he's not going to be convicted until he's not going to be convicted until the trial's not going on until October on this case. If anything, I'll keep everybody updated. But he's pushing out the trial. This happened actually to me personally. I was babysitting a child, and me and the grandmother tried to get custody of the child, or the grandmother is basically trying to get custody. I was helping her out, getting the stuff done, and the boyfriend of the mother ended up bashing the baby's head in. Yeah. It took me a while to get over that shit.
wow, the baby died.
Yeah, I held her hand
Damn it, dude.
as the doctors pulled the life support off. I wasn't going to leave her. I didn't have anything else better to do. And that was, I love that child. I mean, that was my child in my head. I mean, it's still, every
I'm
once
sorry
in a
to
while.
hear that, man.
Yeah, I had some really fucked off shit. But that was probably about 7 years. But he kept on prolonging the court case because what you're able to do if you want to prolong it is switch lawyers. The lawyer has to review all the data and get again for the prosecution or the defense. Defense. I get those confused. My dyslexia hits up really high. But the defense attorney has to reread all the stuff and come up with a plan to get the person off. God, his lawyer was a piece of shit. I mean,
what's going on with him now?
he's in jail. I had to go on the stand. Finally, it took probably about 2.5 years. And you know how you kept on saying it's like this guy's holding a gun and everything like that, trying to shoot you when we were having dinner tonight.
Well, he didn't have a gun. He was just
He was doing the
yeah.
shooting thing and everything. When we still had Hastings, I would see the baby killer up at Hastings. I won't even I won't say his name to give any kind of credit or anything, but
I should let people know he's a piece of shit.
I will when he gets out. He got 14 years. That's all he got because they couldn't prove with a shadow of a doubt that it was planned. If it's planned, laws.
You
laws
saying it's
fucking,
an accident or something? Did he drop the baby?
The reason why we were getting them away from those people was because they were pill poppers.
Yeah.
And that was their thing. They didn't really care for the child and everything like that. We were helping the cops prove a case and everything, but it ended up not working out for us because a lot of the stuff took too long. And within like 2 months after me and the grandmother started this approach to it wasn't even 2 months. It was like a month and a half. Me and the grandmother were trying to get rid of this person out of her the baby's life and into the grandmother's arms, and he just changed lawyers. He was walking around, and I was at Hastings. This is when I started carrying really hardcore, dude. It took every fiber of my goddamn being not to shoot that man right there. I mean, I'm kind of tearing up a little bit just thinking about it. Just
how did he bash the baby's head in? Like what he did? What happened?
From what he was saying, she was taking a bath. She fell and hit her head on the the spigot faucet. But
how old was the baby?
18 months. Yeah. It.
Baby should be sitting down probably.
The autopsy report. The baby had hair follicles that was on the bottom. It had like chunks of hair. Had scars. So someone was pulling her hair and making her hair bleed, or making her scalp bleed. She had a fractured arm, bruising, bite marks.
Bite marks?
Yeah. And every time I see this guy, luckily, friends of mine, they held me back because I was like, that's Ava's killer. You might want to. And I literally tell him, I was like, you might want to go to the car. Here's the keys. He's like, and every one of my friends. Thank God I have friends like this. They literally held my shoulder and walked me away. Because he would see me, and I'd literally be handing the keys and everything. I knew I was going to jail. I was all right with it.
Yeah. And
it was to the point where they would drag me. I was like, no. They would grab my hand, grab my hand to the point where I had their hand print for a little bit. And they would drag me away, because they knew I could handle myself in jail, but they didn't want to see me in jail. They cared and loved me that much, and they would just drag me around. And it's like 2 occasions, and after a while, my friend was like, "Dude, you're not going to Hastings anymore. You can't go to any place that he's actually at or might be at, because we can't be on you 24/7. we know where he's going, so we'll go to a different place. And it was like that for about 2 years, until he was finally convicted and everything. And they finally put him in jail and gave him like a $2 million bond, and they kept him in there until what's really strange is the mother of this baby killer ended up any kind of family member that believes that they can protect their child and everything like that. She was like crying on the stand, saying like, I have a daycare and I would let him work in my daycare. I was like,
She has a daycare.
yeah,
She probably shouldn't have a daycare.
yeah, exactly. But back on that's my little, and I was going to last weekend. No, not this Monday, but the one Monday beforehand. I every once in a while I'll have spells. It might be PTSD, but it doesn't feel that way. I just get these really sad spells and everything like that. I'm not going to do anything harmful to myself or anybody around me or anything. It's just I can't do like funny stuff. And I was going up on the stage. I can have an honest conversation with the person and everything like that. I can probably put a little bit of comedy in it, but trying to be like funny. And I finally talked to Matt Farrell about that, and he was like, "Why didn't you?" And I told him what happened. He's like, "Dude, what goes on in your life?" I was like, "This is the second. This is literally because." I told him, I was like, well, my mom passed away. She committed suicide. And it was like, August is like really bad for me for like just panty anty stuff. Something panty anties happens and something major stuff. My mom committed suicide like August 1st. Ava's death was August 2nd.
Damn. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I'm over it. Like I said, I have like little spells, and it's just it's someone like I don't even know what triggers it half the time. I'll end up watching like a movie and talking about kid stuff and everything. Get me to thinking that and everything like that. But I'm able to work through it and everything like that. The first 2 years was tough, but after that. But anyways, back to the case. People are gonna learn stuff about me now.
So so he killed the ex-girlfriend, the boyfriend.
Yeah, April Please was
That was
missing in
his mother.
September of 2009, and this is
That was
Bloomington.
the first one.
Bloomington Deputy Chief Sheriff Police Mike Hartley. The case has been open since that time, since September 2009. All leads active investigation, and we're aware of the developments in Texas regarding other missing persons case and have been in contact with local law enforcement in that jurisdiction.
Wait, just other missing persons case?
No, this is the April phase.
Okay. So yeah, she was the very first one. Then we had the ex-boyfriend, or the ex-girlfriend and the boyfriend, and then that dude. You're saying was from Michigan?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
No. The Minnesota was the April.
Oh.
I'm not seeing any of the third.
Missouri.
person.
I think you mentioned Missouri for the fourth person. The guy that was going to testify against him, but that's 4 people. So that is technically a serial killer that I was friends with, and it's funny, man, because we were really chummy, man. Like he would send me pictures of chicks that he used to hang out with, and it's funny. I never thought that I would see the pussy and butthole of an accomplice to murder, but he sent me pictures of that girl that was with him when he killed those people.
That is. I never got. I mean, I know a lot of people do that. They'll take their significant other would like send them photos and everything of their members or anything like that. You know,
This guy would send me collages. He
Holy
would send me
shit.
collages of chicks.
Collages?
Yeah, dude. Well, not
Fuck.
like he pasted them together into a collage, but like he would send me multiple photos. Or I think he did once. He was like, I can't remember what the topic was. This guy said, serial killer said I was the worst person on earth. I played a prank on him. It was during the time we were having drama with North Korea, and I sent him a video. It was titled "North Korea bombs, blows up a building" or some shit like that. And so it's the this video starts out with the airplane.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. It ends up being that George guy that's on the on the bed with his
No,
like,
no, not that guy. It was
okay.
It was another big dick black guy.
Okay.
All of a sudden, it's a black dude with the big dick, and so Cedric's like, "You're the worst person on earth."
Yeah, like I was talking. We won't name the other guy that I was talking about, but yeah, I get that. That he just I don't know what's wrong with those types of people or anything. I seriously think that and I hope they don't do it during this case, and I hope they find it afterwards. But a head trauma does a lot to you,
Yeah.
to where I mean, Roseanne Barr, she was like straight A student math. She literally had to actually got hit by a car. She had to physically take steps to basically reasserting her personality for like 3 months. That was the same thing that happened with Sam Kinison.
The brain is
too.
fucking fragile, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude.
Sam
Yeah.
Kinison was the same thing. He was
Remind me
a
who
good
Sam
kid.
Kinison is? I know who that is.
Comedian Sam Kinison.
Oh, with the curly blonde hair?
Yeah.
That
yeah,
guy?
Yeah.
And he like became like a born again Christian for a little while?
No.
Oh, is that a different guy I'm thinking about?
No. Let me get for you on that one. He was a minister
Okay, a minister. Yeah.
for a church. He got hit in the head, and then it was like a switch.
Oh,
He
then
went hog wild.
he was a minister.
He was
and
a
then
minister,
He got hit in the head.
He got hit in the head, and then from what his brother
Okay.
said in the documentary, is it was like having a wild switch hit, because he wasn't like that beforehand.
Yeah.
He was nice kid, says his P's and Q's, really gracious and everything to people, and then he got hit in the head with something. I think it was another car accident, and he just goes crazy.
I know he was on drugs for a little bit, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got off the drugs, and he got hit by a drunk driver. He got off drugs and alcohol, got hit by a drunk driver.
Damn. How do you die?
Yeah, hit by a drunk driver.
That's
yeah.
how he died?
Yeah, that's how he died.
Wow.
He
that's
went to
fucked up.
AA, everything. He was cleaning up his life,
crazy.
and he gets hit by a drunk driver.
I don't know why I thought he OD'd or some shit.
No, he didn't OD. He got hit by a vehicle. And the reason why I know this by heart, because I love Sam Kinison. He was a great comedian. I mean, one of the greatest. He was one of the ones that changed comedy. There's very few people that actually changed comedy and everything. He was one of those people that changed comedy. The only thing I couldn't stand, and we can watch one of his specials on YouTube after we get done with this, but the only thing I couldn't stand was his screaming. But he was funny as fuck. There's one thing on on his special that apparently these gay people were digging up people's graves and having sex with them. And
It's been a while since I've heard anything from him.
yeah, but
Like I used to watch him before I really got into comedy. I used to watch him when I was a kid.
yeah,
When I
same
probably
here.
shouldn't have been watching him. Probably shouldn't have been watching him when
Oh yeah, it's one of those. It's
Yeah.
one of those instances. But he was talking about. Could you imagine that you're dead and he'll be on the ground. He's like, all right, going to heaven. Oh, those pearly gates are. What's going on there? What do you? Oh my God! I'm getting stoned. It's just a funny freaking skit.
You ever listen to Pablo Francisco?
I might have.
Dude, he's funny. Like, he has this one bit where you run into this girl that you had a one night stand with, and you know she sees you and she's like, "Remember me? Remember me? You were inside me." Like, the guy is like really fucking animated, and he can do like impressions and sound effects. And I went to a show of his like 2 weeks ago, and like I used to like whenever it was a big deal for me because it was like around 2006. That's when I started thinking of comedians as rock stars.
Okay.
I was watching like people like Pablo Francisco, Louis C.K., Dane Cook, and that's when I started thinking of like
Were you a
comedians as-
Cosby fan? And then you just
I
ruined
used to
everything?
watch the
Dude.
you know, the Huxtables.
I mean, I watched the Huxtables, man, or
The
Cosby,
Cosby
Show,
Show.
and that is just a total 180. I mean,
Yeah. It's
when,
funny
when,
because
when Eddie Murphy was doing his last time he was on SNL,
yeah,
he was hosting SNL, and he's like, "Can you believe it? Back in the day, back in the day about the '80s when I was doing my stand up, everybody considered me the most piece of shit person to ever known a man. Nowadays,
you know what? I did see that. He was
I'm a
accepting an
father.
award.
Yeah, he was accepting an award. I'm a father figure, and the person that was telling me that I was a piece of shit is now a rapist and is in jail. Who'd have
Yeah.
thought?
Dude, all those cookie cutter guys normally turn out being the fucking monster.
Dude,
It's funny how that always happens.
No,
man.
I don't know if I did it on this show. No, I did it. I was talking to Cynthia about it, the manager up at the O'Brien's, last week. But I was talking about how I have this innate switch. If a person is too nice, like overly nice, it hits a trigger in me to where I want to kill that person, and it's a reasonable trigger because working corrections, I had to work with pedophiles. I mean, I couldn't do anything. They already prosecuted and everything like that, so they're serving the time, and I couldn't do anything about it. And whenever they're overly nice, super overly nice, and it just triggers me now. To where if a person's like overly nice, you know, I can differentiate from a person that's, you know, doing the job, they're being nice and everything, but I pick up like little cues and everything and their facial features and everything like that. It's kind of a sadness. They know they have to do this or someone's gonna find out something. And we went to watch Wonder Woman down in Austin. Me and my daughter, my best friend, Jason, and Maylin. And Maylin is an ex-Marine, and she's been in combat and everything. She was picking on cues that I was about to attack someone. And she was like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I was like, "I'll tell you in the car. He's being too nice." She's like, That is totally opposite what you're supposed to be doing to a nice person. You know, it's like, what's going on? And we went into the vehicle. I was like, "I'll tell you in the vehicle, handle it." She got the tickets and everything, got us going to the other theater. And then she was like, "What the fuck?" She literally punched me in the chest. "What the fuck is wrong with you? You literally was about to kill that motherfucker. Why?" And I explained myself, and she's like, "Are you sure he might be one?" I was like, "I am not doing anything, but that's what it seemed like." She's like, "I've only met you in 2 days, and in 2 days, you actually surprised me at being a better person than most people." And the reason why is because, you know, it's training and understanding the weird stuff and everything like that. It's really weird, and I can pick up on it. I was like I was telling you when we were at dinner. It's like, you know, 360. I'm always looking everywhere and everything like that. I mean, you felt a little uncomfortable, and then after I said that, you're like, oh, this guy will kill everybody in here if he needs to.
Man, my default, man, is like if I meet somebody, I'm like, yeah, he's probably a piece of shit, but we'll see what happens.
Was that
You know
like,
what I mean?
Was that like with me? Because I get creepy all the time.
I mean, it's not nothing personal or anything.
No, I got it. I usually, I end up thinking a person. Me and Matt were talking about this as a bit. Like, could you just imagine you talking to a person and everything like that, and you're going, it's like, he's kind of a nice. Oh no, there it is. This is the reason why he's an asshole.
Hell yeah. I got this bit I'm working on. It's about going to Caleb's house, Caleb Nolte, and I'm like, man, I need to stop going there when I'm stoned because he has this husky, and dogs they sense nervous energy, and when I'm stoned, I'm all up in my head, and I'm just thinking, man, this dog, he knows I'm a piece of shit. He knows I fuck bitches and never talk to them again.
That was that's fucking hilarious.
Man, what was I
I
saying
thought you-
about
I thought
Pablo Francisco? So like, so this dude, like, he spends like the first 2 minutes talking about his bald spot. Like, he says it's a cat's asshole, and then he's doing like fucking impressions on this. This is what these are songs you don't fuck to, and like he's doing like circus music, and he's like doing like a lot of physical comedy, but like me and everybody else were straight cracking up for like the first 20 minutes. Like first 20 minutes, tears were in my eyes. Like, I have never laughed like that so hard in my life.
Really?
And I think that show kind of ruined comedy for me a little bit. It's kind of like when you, like, if you shoot heroin or whatever. I've never done heroin, but if you shoot heroin, like, you're always chasing that first time, like, because everything, you're desensitized. This is just what I fucking hear, or whatever drug it is. Like, I think
Your body gets used to. You're basically, what you're saying is your body get used to the drugs and everything.
Yeah.
It's not making the same effect.
But I've never I've never laughed that hard ever in my life. And like, so I watch comedy now. I watch some specials, and yeah, they're funny. But like, I haven't heard Pablo Francisco funny.
Did you watch Bill Burr's new?
Oh, I love Bill Burr. I watched him before Pablo.
Did you?
The new one? Yeah, I watched that
The
shit.
new,
I love
dude,
Bill
that was
Burr.
fucking hilarious.
I met Bill Burr in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, 2006 or some shit like
They
that.
only I had to do when I was in the military because of the career field I was going in. I had to do USO shows, so I met a lot of good comedians. I met Cedric the Entertainer, Jay Leno.
Hell yeah.
I had to drive them around and make sure they were doing.
Dude, that's
they were on,
dope.
Chris Isaac, Dwight Yoakle.
That's what's up, man.
But Drew Carey, we had to take him to the airport, so we had to spend probably around about hour and 10 minutes with him. And
he cool?
he was just, dude, he was fucking awesome. He's an ex-Marine. He was talking about how he's doing a night mission training. He ended up, the butt of his gun ended up slinging on his fucking dick when he was getting off the helicopter and sliding down the rope. And as soon as he drops down from the helicopter,
He crumples over.
no, the butt of his gun hits him in the dick again.
Oh shit.
So we were just
Double tap.
yeah, we were sharing funny stories and everything like that. He's a wonderful person, but the one person on that tour that we ended up I had to talk to, and I swear to God, if I ever meet him again, I'm gonna punch him again, or I'm gonna try to punch him. I didn't get to punch him. That's why I'm upset. Was Wayne Newton. Hated Wayne Newton.
Isn't that old dude? The old guy, Wayne Newton?
Yeah, he's a singer, lounge singer.
That
in,
fucking
Vegas.
the guy that's the
Donkey
crazy tan.
Shing.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da,
What, you don't like?
Donkey Shing.
What do you do?
Dude, he was just an asshole.
An asshole.
But
I
I've
expect
actually,
him to be an asshole.
You know, I thought, you know, it was just me in that moment because he's probably sleep deprived, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Everybody I've talked to that's met him, like, in a personal level, they're like, no, you've probably been all right.
He's been a
to hit
celebrity
him.
as long as I've known there are celebrities. So,
But
you know.
That and another person that you don't want to meet is Gene Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard bad things about him from other celebrities and other people that's actually talked to him and everything like that. But
Do you like the Deftones?
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, they're pretty dope, man. Like I've been a fan since I was 14. And I ran into them at a concert. Like I went to a Deftones, Incubus, and some other cool people were there.
Do you know Union Underground?
No. Are they from around here?
San Antonio. They're a San Antonio band. I know one of the lead singers of that. I can't play it.
No.
If I had it, I could probably play it through there. But I'll play it to you afterwards. I know the lead singer by accident. He's a painter in town.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but he was one of the people that helped create Union Underground. But no, Stanley, well, when he was alive, he was awesome, very caring, great guy. Buddy of mine, I met him, but another friend of mine that works with celebrities in Japan, he's always telling stories. He's like, yeah, this person's cool, this person's cool, this person, go see. Because I usually go up to cons to meet the celebrities that I want to meet and everything like that. And he tells me
They got cons around here, right? That's what Skylar was saying.
They do, but they're not like the Dallas Con or because I know one of the cosplayers. He would have been on this weekend again. Well, his girlfriend would have been on, but he got invited to do the cosplay stuff in Oklahoma City, so he went up there this weekend. Great guy. I did it last episode of What the Hell. I interviewed him. He's a big time cosplayer. But no, I met Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. Very nice people.
Jason Mewes, that's his partner, right?
Jay and Silent Bob.
Okay, gotcha. I mean,
But
I know
Jason Mewes, I don't know how he is now, but Kevin Smith, he'll shake your hand, give you a hug. He's a lovable guy. Jason, on the other hand, is a germaphobe, so he'll fist bump you, and that's about it. And this is coming from Jack Osborne.
Whenever COVID first went down, I wasn't shaking anybody's hand. I would do the fist bump thing.
Yeah, I was worried for a little bit, and my job, because they didn't. It was like I get paid really well. It's the reason why I adhere to their stuff usually, and just like fuck it. And then I found out I was immune to COVID.
I kind of didn't want to be shaking people's hands anyway before COVID.
There's a lot of people
because
like
people don't
that.
wash their hands and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So.
Well, coming as a cook and everything, I'm always washing my hands, and the way I like, even like if I have scratches and everything, you use the back of my hand. I wouldn't touch.
I hate it when I shake someone's hand and it's like.
Yours was clammy today, but I know
clammy.
you.
Oh, was my shit clammy?
Yeah, but I know you just came from like the shower or some shit.
Yeah.
Because you were working on some dude's car, and with this heat, I presume that because you were like, oh, I gotta take a shower, man, before I head over here. I was like, oh, okay.
Dude, I smelled like shit, man. I was fucking sweating.
It's 109 degrees. I presume that you would be like rank, because just going out for a cigarette does that to me. I go out for a cigarette and it's like drenched and everything.
Dude, my fucking my air conditioner went out a month ago. I had to ended up replacing the capacitor, the fan motor, and the connector, and a fuse. Got it running. But it was like, I got on, I had like fans blowing. Mm-hmm. And so it was cool when I was like under the fan, when my AC was out. But then if I just moved over here for a second, sweat immediately. I immediately
Did
start
you see
fucking
that?
pouring.
There's this meme. I think I might still have it. Where a guy's like, "Yeah, I'm sweating so bad, even underneath the fan and this heat and everything like that." And it's a picture of his bed, and it's just the sweat drain, and then you see this like big long sausage thing right in between it. I'm like, uh,
I made this
that's
meme.
funny.
You know those Pink Panther memes where he's sitting on a bench looking all sad,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, "I might look like I'm all right, but deep down," and I think the original meme was like, I might look like I'm sad, but deep down, I want to see some titties." That was like the first. And so I made a meme that goes, "I might look like I'm okay, but deep down, my sack is stuck to my thigh." So damn hot out here.
That is freaking awesome. Have you heard anything? Do you watch football? Okay.
Only sports I watch are combat sports like UFC,
Yeah, I got you.
shit like that.
But no, for the sports show and everything, we had this recurring thing because he hasn't gotten prosecuted yet. It's the Cleveland Browns quarterback. He would go to massage therapists and everything.
Okay, I heard about
And okay, well, I found
that.
this.
What's he getting prosecuted for? For paying for sex or some shit?
No, it's a civil case.
Oh,
He's not getting prosecuted for anything.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
civil case.
who's suing him? Someone suing him for what?
24 women.
Because they gave him hand jobs,
Uh,
or did he molest them or something, or they molested him? Oh, solicitation.
I don't think it's solicitation. I think solicitation is on the prostitutes, but sexual misconduct. I think that's what they're going with. But I found.
So he would just go to a regular massage place and try to get.
The last one that's on the case in books right now is from what she described, is he got up, he flipped over, he had a boner, he started jerking off in front of her, finished it up. Then she told him, "It's like, get the fuck out of here," and she had a shower up, and pretty much she was distraught and mental distraught. There we go. I knew the word.
I always get like just upper from my back, just my back basically.
Yeah.
I think I
got
might have
hip
got a
problems.
full body massage one time.
I had to stand all the time up at work.
Yeah.
And this is a friend of mine's wife that does the massages. And I go to her because I'm comfortable with her. She's a really nice person. But I got a hip problem. I got knee problems. I got ankle problems because when I was a skateboarder, when I was a kid, I broke both my ankles.
Damn it.
Yeah, dude. I'm like you. Well, I started martial arts when I was younger and everything like that.
I did taekwondo when I was young.
I think I did when I was young. I did Muay Thai.
I did Tang Sudo and taekwondo. That's what
I did Muay Thai. Then I ended up doing jujitsu.
That's what's up. You did jujitsu?
Yeah. I did. I haven't practiced a lot of the martial arts that I've done in a long while. Only because I started having problems and everything. Like going up, working as a correctional officer. You're going up 3 flights of stairs every 30 minutes for 12 hours for 4 days. Then you have 4 days off. You can't recuperate your freaking knees with that. Right now, I have hip problems.
Do you do yoga?
I need to do yoga. I keep on telling myself, it's like, you got to do yoga, but I just end up.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like
Everybody's telling me the same damn
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I need to do yoga because it's starting out to the point to where my right kick, and that's my main kick, it's only getting barely up to my hip. I used to be able to
smoke weed?
No, I can't.
I can't. Why?
One, I'm allergic. I think every time I used to smoke it anytime someone was like, "Hey, we're gonna smoke some weed. You know how you are." I was like, "No." And this is when I was like 30. I was like, "I'll try it." Every time I tried it, I throw up.
Damn.
Yeah. But also I had like a bad tooth and they were gonna fix it, but it was gonna take a while, so they gave me hydrocodone. I throw that up. I don't think it's like I'm allergic to weed. I think I have an inner ear problem, to where anything that messes that up, like weed messes up your inner ear. Drinking too much messes up your inner ear.
Weed's not good for my comedy because whenever I smoke weed, I
You time travel too much.
I get fucking. So like when I'm sober, like right now when I'm sober, I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't care. I'm a jerk. But when I fucking smoke weed, I become super sensitive, and like it's funny, dude. And I don't want to do any of my comedy, bro. I'm like, all my comedy is so raunchy and fucking just mean, and you know, I don't even want to be a fucking comedian, bro. When I'm stoned, it's crazy.
That is so sad.
But you know what it is when I'm I figured it out. When I am sober, I'm plugged into the world. And the world
Yeah.
is a crazy fucking place.
Yeah.
The world doesn't give a fuck. So I really don't give a fuck. But when I'm stoned, my world shrinks, and it's just my kids, my family that I'm thinking about. It's like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where I'm at when I'm stoned. That's my phone.
Oh, okay, that's your phone. I thought it was like, I know I turned down the sound on my phone.
I got this bit. Let me turn my shit on. I got this bit where I'm like, I don't smoke weed really, man, because I try to be I'm a mixed martial artist, right? And I fucking try to eat healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I smoke weed, it makes me angry. I get fucking mad.
Yeah.
I'll smoke weed, I'll get stoned, and then I start looking through my cabinets, and I'm like, why the fuck don't I buy snacks? But yeah, man,
I was like,
yeah,
well,
weed's not really good for my comedy.
One of the things because I stopped sugar altogether. I mean, I'll do sweet tea and everything like that.
I take too much sugar, man. I drink a lot of Kool-Aid too.
Oh yeah, that's probably the worst
It's
too.
bad.
But no, I stopped doing sugar. I like lost like 20 pounds just doing
Oh
that.
yeah, dude. Like when I'm cutting weight, like I won't drink. I still kind of drink sweet tea. That's my only guilty pleasure.
Same here.
But like I won't drink sodas. So I can.
I never.
can
I that was my main thing, is I was drinking Dr Pepper all the time too, and I started out. It took me a minute, because once you start going down that pathway to stopping all that stuff, I mean, you get headaches because your body's trying to get used to that stuff, like get it out of your system and everything. I had to do what helped me out with those headaches though is I had to go to a sauna, because I knew my body wanted to sweat all that stuff out. But it took me probably about a month to get all that stuff out, drinking water only, and I finally got it all out and everything. And every time someone asked me, it's like, it's all my family too, because they're sugar eaters. I mean, really bad sugar eaters. Like, hey, you want this cake? It's like, no, I can't do that. And this is when that's always the case when you're trying to stop something.
Mm-hmm.
Someone always wants to give you that stuff for free. It's like, I'm gonna stop heroin. No. You want some heroin? No. What the fuck? I mean, there's a lot of that's why a lot of people that doing rehab and everything like that have to disassociate with their friends and everything, get rid of them, because they have
That's
to.
the only way, bro. If you got friends that do it, like if you're on that shit, like yeah, you gotta fucking leave that shit. Leave
That was
everybody.
another thing, getting rid of a lot of toxic people in my life too.
Yeah.
Because it was just one of those things to where I was unhappy, and this is part of my I don't want to say rehab, because it sounds really, really bad, but my reassertion into into other people's life, because up until doing it took me a year after I was starting up doing this podcast and everything, and I finally got me a host and everything, and I started talking to an actual person that wanted to do it with me, but we kept on talking. It took me forever just to get out there to go to a bar. I haven't even had a date in about it probably. Well, I had one date because I was like really wanting to do it.
Talking about a bar to meet chicks, or
Yeah, it's been like hands down.
and why is this? Because
It's just because I'm trying to get reasserted with humanity, basically.
oh. So were you an addict or what?
No, I wasn't an addict or
Okay.
anything. It was the death of Ava.
Okay.
It broke me
I understand
as
that,
a
man.
human. But what's really sad about that whole thing, though, is I decided like halfway through me getting asserted with society again. I did go on a date. This is my luck with dating women, and I'm probably going to talk about this again on Monday. But I went on a date with a chick in a wheelchair. She had MS, and she was talkative and everything like that. She was actually really nice, and I thought, man, maybe I could date a chick in a wheelchair. No big deal. It'd be awesome. Then she told me she just got out of jail because she was a meth dealer. I was like, okay, I guess we can't date this chick anymore. I was like, are you kidding me right now? And she's like, no, I just got arrested for dealing with meth. I thought it was ecstasy. I was like, one's pill form and one's like crystal form. I was amazed how stupid this woman was. And that was like, well, cutting ties.
Word.
And that's when
I've done meth before, like over 20 years ago, and but I never got. I don't get addicted to shit because, like, for instance,
you're one of those types of people
the
that
come down. That's not because I'm like responsible or anything.
no, it's
like-
it's something in your system.
Yeah, the coming down. I hated it so much that I
Yeah.
couldn't. It could be a meth
It's
guy.
it's like why I'm not gonna be. Most of my family on my mother's side were all alcoholics. They're all drug addicts and everything like that.
And
The
I'm
only thing I'm addicted to is cigarettes.
Yeah, and I never like cigarettes. Like taste like shit to me, so I never got into that. And then I'm a pussy when it comes to alcohol, so I don't even drink liquor because it makes me sick. I'll drink beers, and I only drink Shinerbach. So
I'm here with you, brother. I love Shinerbach, but I'm totally opposite. Is I can't really drink beers all too much because it gives me a headache because of all the sugar now. Because it has like a real shit ton of sugar. I'll drink whiskey.
I do have a problem with weed though. Like I don't like smoke. I don't like being high, but I fucking succumb to peer pressure. If like someone is smoking weed, they don't have to offer it to me. If like they're if you're smoking weed over there, I just have like an urge to hit it too. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but
I don't know why.
Well, it's
But-
one of those things. Is and if you want to smoke, you smoke. I don't give a shit. It's actually more. It's not beneficial because of the lung stuff, but it's still healthier.
It goes down a lot smoother than cigarettes though. It kind of. I think maybe I do like smoking. I like the feeling of something going down my lungs or whatever.
Why don't you try
Smoke.
cigars?
I don't like cigars either. It's just harsh and I don't know, but I'm not. I don't really want to start smoking. I have a friend. This dude, he had like fucking. I'm talking about you, Caleb. Last night he had like, he was chewing those nicotine packets,
Yeah.
and he was going through those bitches. And then he went outside and smoked a cigarette. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Dude, I know a
It's like,
person
that's
that was he'll have like nicotine patches and he'll smoke a cigarette. I don't know. And there's type of people that can't get the nicotine is they've smoked so much and they've gotten so much nicotine and everything like that that they can't function right. It's like a story my dad was talking about. And sorry if we got off talking about the psycho of this week or the sociopath this week, but that was basically it. I totally forgot about that. We're actually done, and we'll have to bring the case up once it's actually filed, finished through in October, hopefully, unless they back up the trial again. But My dad was telling me about this guy he was working with in Alaska, and you've heard like a functioning alcoholic.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was a functioning alcoholic. He finally quit, and he could not do his job worth shit. And some people are like that.
Yeah.
But
You ever see that movie with Denzel Washington where he was like a pilot?
it was a documentary. Well,
It was a
true
movie.
story.
Well,
True
I don't- was it a
story.
true story?
Yeah, it was a true story. The actual guy did
It's a
this.
good fucking movie.
Yeah, but some of it's dramatized and everything like that. But he landed the plane in a way because there's two incidents. I know is the one with the what's his name? Tom Hanks. Saul. Saul was the movie, and he managed to get the plane just right.
Saw?
Saul.
Oh, Saul?
Yeah, Saul.
Oh.
Uh, But the one you're talking about was with Denzel Washington. And apparently, he landed the guy that he's portraying in the movie.
Performed a miracle. Well, not performed, like it was miraculous landing.
Yeah, it was one of those things that if he, I guess it was one of those instances if he wasn't on all that shit when he was flying in the plane, he
Yeah.
would have reacted differently, like a normal person would react.
It's so
in a weird
crazy how,
way.
like, when he was about to be out of it all, he fucking got wasted.
Yeah,
It's fucking crazy.
all he had to do was go. I think the guy, all he had to do was go to rehab and finish up his rehab and everything like that, and then he'd get wasted again. God, I really want to see what that movie was and talk. What was that guy's name?
Back to meth, though, man. Like this happened like 10 years ago. So it had been 10 years since I'd ever did it. And I heard someone talking about meth, man, and I was like, well, hold up. People still do meth? Like I could almost just not believe it. Like,
I have,
still do that shit.
Apparently, they're making an Equalizer 3.
You know, the Nazis were on meth.
Flight, Whitaker. That was the
Forrest
name of the
Whitaker.
guy. No, I think he was actually in that movie too. I'm not really sure.
Oh yeah, so I was talking about the Deftones earlier. Like, I went to a Deftones concert and didn't know where I parked my car. So I was like, after the concert, I was looking for my car, and I stumbled upon people waiting by their tour bus, and got to hang out with them for like 30 minutes. Like, Deftones and Incubus, I got to meet them. Rode on the bass guitarist's skateboard for a little bit of Deftones. It's pretty fucking badass, man. Cause I've been a fan of the Deftones since I was fucking 14.
Oh, he miraculously crash landed a malfunctioning plane. 10 minutes. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! It was all fake.
Well, oh, it was not real. Yeah. It's a really
No,
good
no, no!
movie,
It's a
though.
real guy. Oh, thank God.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, I looked at this one part. It said 10 based on true story movies that never happened. But no, apparently he retired as a 747 pilot, and he only served like 16 months federal prison, and it was all because he flew the plane intoxicated.
Man, federal prison must be fucking nice.
They have AC, so that's a thing. Because working up here at the all-red unit, no AC.
Oh, I hear they're fucking dying in there.
Oh yeah, quite literally, probably. Because they were supposed to get AC. There's only AC in like
Dude, that is torture, bro.
it's 100. It's 150 degrees. I had to work it. I had to work in this kind of weather, dude. It's the reason why I
I've
don't.
never really thought of it like that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah, it's.
And you're stuck there. There's nothing you can do. You're in there.
Yeah, it sucks for the inmates,
Do
but
they
we
have
get.
fans? Fuck.
They have something called gas fans. that if you put gas in there to ventilate all the gas out, you turn those on. That's the only. My captain at the time told me, it's like, because we had the vent fans on, he's like, keep those things on or they're just going to roast in there.
My
But
dad used to work at the prison.
it sucks. It's the reason why I stopped working there. I mean, I worked there for probably around about close to 3 years. And then I found another job that paid me more, and it was AC. So, but no, my captain one time was telling me that they used to, during the winter days, they would. It was during the winter time he told me not to turn on the vent fan. The reason why he told me not to put on the vent fan is because because they don't have any heating, no AC, nothing. Those fans are the only thing they have, and ice cold water. That's it. But he said during the winter times they used to make sure the workers didn't want to come out. They would turn on the fans, and you could leave a glass of water on one of the tables, and it would freeze.
Damn.
Just by having those fans on. But I think we can go ahead and cut it. It's been an hour, us talking and everything.
Cool.
But check us all out and give them your handles and everything. What kind of, where's your shows at and everything like that?
I got a show at the Deep End on the 27th, I believe, the end of this month. I got 2 shows in the DFW area at Quinlan's on the 20th, and I'm not sure where the other show is right now, but you can find me on Facebook. Just look up Tolutomi Agunbiade. That's Tolutomi, last name Agunbiade. I'm on Instagram, same name.
If anything, I'll put it in the description of the show.
You can find me on TikTok or Twitter as at TechDaddyAlpha.
So, anyways, just check this guy out.
YouTube, TechDaddyAlpha.
But check this guy out. Funny guy. And interesting guy, too. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Peace.